Okay, so I was just thinking, and I want to record myself relaying this message or, just like working through my thoughts, right? So, with spirituality being like a trend right now, I think it's very easy to get caught up in what it should look like, like what spirituality should look like, right? And so we feel like we gotta wear the crystals and we gotta meditate every day, we gotta do this and we gotta do that. And I'm not shitting on it. I wear my crystals, I meditate, sometimes I meditate. I'm not even gonna cap, right? Sometimes I meditate and I wear my crystals. Crystals is like a really big thing for me. I really love crystals. But when you really break it down, at the end of the day, we're all spiritual beings living in a human experience, right? We're in this human body vessel, but we're all spiritual beings. So technically, our whole entire life is a spiritual experience. So whether you are aware of this or not, you're still living it out, right? Like you're still living in this spiritual ass experience, right? Okay. Also, I feel like because we get caught up on like how things should look and how things should be, we judge other people because we feel like, oh, well, they don't do this, or oh, they don't do that, so that means that they're not spiritual or they're not on my level, da da da. And you don't even know, like, this person that has this regular ass 9 to 5 that is just living their best life, they may have like a greater spiritual connection than you, and it's not to like put a competition on it, but that's just to show like you just really never know. And I feel like if we take the labels out of it, if we take the image out of it, like what we feel like it should look like or what we feel like it should be, and we just be, like, literally just be in our existence, like you are living a spiritual like you're in the middle of a spiritual experience regardless, right? Regardless, because you're a spiritual being in a human body vessel. So I don't know, like I don't know if this is making sense. It's making sense to me in my head, but yes, like I feel like, oh, this nigga jamming at the car, period. But yeah, I feel like our whole entire experience is a spiritual experience, and I feel like the only reason why spirituality is like a trend right now and stuff like that is because the Great Awakening is happening, right? Everybody is waking up and everybody, is coming to find out who they are and stuff like that. So I feel like that's why spirituality itself is on the rise. But when you like really break this shit down, at the end of the day, we're literally spiritual beings in a human vessel. Like your whole entire existence is spiritual, regardless. Like when this flesh dissolves, you're a soul. You don't have any skin color, you don't have any crystals on, you don't have none of that shit. Like you literally just are. You just are. We're all connected back to source, back to the all-knowing. You literally just are. That's all you have to do, is just be. That's all you have to do, is just be. But being aware of this and being conscious of this, it just makes the experience more like deep. It makes the experience more spiritual, more like, ooh, it just gives it a little oomph. But at the end of the day, you just are what you are, and you can just be in the present moment. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to be anything, you don't have to look like anything. I don't know, like I don't know if that made sense, but it made sense to me. And so I just wanted to record that, because that was just like something that I was thinking about, like, wow, like I'm already a spiritual being in a human vessel. My whole entire life is spiritual. This whole entire freaking experience is crazy. Like, I'm literally in the middle of an awakening, and it's allowing me to embrace this experience a little bit more, you know, and it's making it easier for me to deal with other people. But other than that, like, it's really nothing you really have to stress about. It's really nothing you have to do. And I just feel like if you are following spiritual leaders who are preaching division, who are preaching narcissism, who are preaching war and like all this rah-rah shit, I don't know, maybe that's your message, but that's not my message, right? That's not my message to subscribe to, because I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, because I realize all of that shit is worldly. Nigga, I'm just here experiencing the shit. I don't have to be tied to any of this shit. I don't have to be connected to any of this shit. It literally just is. It literally just is.